What's up, guys? Caleb here. Uh, Welcome to my how-to channel if you haven't been here before. Alright, today we're doing something new. We're gonna do some Rubik's Cube stuff because I don't know if you knew I could do a Rubik's Cube, but yeah, I can. I actually have a passion for it. My wife is laughing at me right now. But anyways, so here I have a cube. I have, took apart, lubed, and cleaned last night, and it worked very well. And here's one that hasn't been touched in a year, and when I did do it, the lube got all dirty and now it spins slow. So we're gonna clean and lube this one, and tension as well, not just lube. Show you how to tension them. It's pretty easy, but yeah, I'll show you the differences and then I'll show you how to take it apart. Alright, what you need is definitely some lube, silicone lube. You can use Lubex, that's what I like. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Q-tip and a Phillips bit. And paper towels. You want to get one that's wet and then have a roll of dry ones. Optional, drill. You don't need it, but it's quicker to take it apart. But when you put it back together, you don't want to use the drill. Alright, this is my Diane Zanchi. It's lubed, ready to go. Everything spins very well. Yep, this is my Gu Hong. I've had this for, I don't know, like 6-7 years, but I never really messed with it. But today we're gonna take it apart and clean it. You see, you can really tell the difference, like in the speed of the cubes. It's definitely a lot harder to turn. Pretty easy to take apart though. Alright, so 1 of 2 ways of taking these apart. You can either pop the piece out, pop the edge piece out by turning it and pulling it, or you can just take the screws out. Doesn't really matter. It's all about preference. But I like to pop the cap first. And then take it apart and then unscrew it because it's just easier that way. But we can just take it apart with the drill. And there you go. It's so sticky. It's gross. For all of these. There's that. And there you go. Pretty much done. There you go. This is really sticky. Take your damp rag and wipe them all down. I'll show you how to do 2 and then I'll get back to you when I finish them. But you just want to take it and clean all that silicone or whatever the hell is in there off. I'll try to get it really good. And one problem you might have is silicone gets stuck inside of the, in between the pieces. So you have to take it apart sometimes to clean it out right there. And the same goes with the corner piece. Sometimes you'll get it stuck and have to take that apart. Like right there. Yep. And now with the center pieces, just wherever the contact's going to be, clean it off. And then on the inside of it, you can just take it like that. Clean it out. Once you get all of it clean, I'll show you what to do. I got it all clean, taken apart, clean. It looks really smooth now. And once you clean it, you're gonna put it back together. And this is where the tensioning part comes into play. So, you know, put your spring in your thingy back in. And my washers are stuck in there, so I'm just gonna leave them in there. Alright. So this is pretty much the assembly process. And now the thing is, you want to pay attention to how many turns you're putting on it, depending on your spring, which these springs are very small. So as soon as you put it in, pay attention to how much you're spinning it. Usually what you want to do is spin it flush, and once you get it flush, then you can start tensioning it. And sometimes it's not going to want to spin, so you gotta... Right when it hits flush, you stop. Right there, it's hit flush. And make sure your screw is facing perpendicular to the cross. Yep. Now once you got that, you just put them all on the same way. Make sure it's flush and perpendicular. And then you can start tensioning. Alright, once you got this whole thing together and all of them are flush, and by flush I mean when you hold it upside down it is holding against it. So you don't want any gap in between the piece. But once you got all that together, now you want to actually assemble the entire cube. And it doesn't really matter how you do it, just get the whole thing put back together. I'm going to show you how to tension. So once you get your cube together and everything is perpendicular, I mean, you know, up and down, whatever, it'll spin very freely, but it is way too loose because it could explode. And now the way you want to tension is you want to do 45-degree turns, and you want to do them evenly across the cube. So I'll show you this 45-degree turn right there. That's one. And then you want to go to another side, and then you want to do another 45-degree turn. Like that. And do that on all of them. Alright, so I've done my first turn. Now I'm going to do my second turn. And you can do more than 45 degree at once, but you don't want to lose track. So let's see. We got 145 on all. That's going to be 2 there. 2 there. 2 there. That one. That makes 3. It's still very loose. Probably do 2 more, and it should be good for now. Alright, that was 5. Yeah, it feels good. Probably too loose still. Let's do 1 more, and then we can lube it. And this is really going to be based on your cube and your spring, and really how loose you like it. You don't want it too loose because it'll keep falling apart. But it's faster, so depends on how good you are. Alright, there we go. We got 6 turns, 645 degrees. Feels nice. That's probably too loose. And the biggest way you can tell is if you can pull an entire corner out like that, very easy, then it's too loose. Alright, so what you want to do when you lube it, you want to be very, very, very careful with this. because it is an extremely high viscosity lubricant. And that basically just means that it will slow your cube down tremendously. So what you want to do is use like a microscopic amount, like you almost can't see it, and you want to put it all on this face and a little bit here. So you just kind of dab it just like that. Get it pretty much everywhere there's a contact point, but very, very little. Alright, and what you want to do is you want to work that in just a little bit. You know, just kind of do a couple saws if you want to. It's around, don't matter. That feels good. It's probably still too loose, but feels nice. Yeah, see, it almost fell apart there. Now put your caps back in. Well, whenever it's tension, put them back in. Yep. Alright, here I'm going to solve it and then show you where else to lube it afterwards. Okay. That's a little sticky. And after you lube it, keep it wiped down because it might get sticky or slippery. Anyways. Alright, there's that. And then now you want to go to the opposite side of wherever you lubed it at, and then try to pull that out and put a very, very little amount on that as well. Yep. Yep, but there you go. That's how to tension and lube a cube. You may or may not have known that, or it might be different than you usually do it, but that's pretty much it. It's a lot faster than it was. Definitely faster. I mean, let me know what you guys think, or any other videos, because I got a lot of Rubik's Cube and a lot of time to mess with them. So if you want to see different cubes or see how fast I can solve it, or even a how-to video on how to solve it, and I can show you. But thanks, this has been How To Guy.